Found it. There's something else underneath here.
Still got the case that we got when we bought the game. Still got the game. But I think this is a different manual. I think we may have lost ours, so I had to get this one off eBay. When I saw that commercial, I did enjoy it, but I wasn't really all that big in getting this game right away. But I still did enjoy the commercial. That president of Hag, I hear he's really fast, but what's the rush, mister? And let's talk about that attitude. Smarty Pants, why can't he be more like that nice guy Mario? We see that picture of Sonic coming to life, looking at her with that annoyed face, and then mouthing what she's saying, and then doing that and running up, little brat! Oh, man. Well, we didn't get the game right away. What got me interested is when I went to this place where you could pay to play Sega Genesis games for about an hour. I saw this guy playing it. He was at Starlight, and he got to the boss fight. So this is what introduced me to Dr. Robotnik. And I didn't play it. Someone who already played it was tutoring me. I got to the end of the first act. Excuse me, Act 3. And then I fought Dr. Robotnik with the Wrecking Ball. So that was my first time again playing that thing. And then, I can't remember when we got the game. I know it was summer of 91. But, where we got it, it was a mall, but I don't think it was here. We were either visiting relatives or we were in Dallas for some reason. I can't remember the reason why, but I know we were out of town when we got this. Got it home, started playing it, loved it. Oh, man. Moving fast, getting all those rings, fighting all those enemies, and then taking on Dr. Robotnik, going to the special stages. We just couldn't stop playing it. And then we had that thing where we got stuck. Labyrinth. The place where everybody got stuck. When I first got there, I kept drowning. So I was going crazy. And then my brother, I think, is the one who finally noticed the air bubbles and the big bubble, which you get when you breathe. You're like, "Heck up!" That's what it sounds like. Heck up! Oh, boy. And, well, I worked on Labyrinth like no tomorrow. And when I finally got past it, that's where I was at Starlight. I got past that. I got to Scrap Brain. I beat the game. I didn't get all the Chaos Emeralds, so I got that ending where I saw Dr. Robotnik throwing the 3 that I didn't get. Play through the game again. This time I got them all. And then I saw the ending where he's jumping up and down in irritation. Oh, man. That was so cool. Then I finished the game. I guess that means first I got the bad ending, then I got the good ending. Oh, boy. It was just so fun. After I got the good ending, I think that's when I lost interest in playing it, because I decided, it's time to move on. Not to mention in 91 is when we got the Super Nintendo, so after that we started playing Super Mario World. Yeah, we didn't get we got that for Christmas. So I guess I'll talk about the Super Nintendo for Christmas this year. Okay, and, well, the game does have its problems. My biggest problem is the third special stage. Mainly because it's so wide and you drop down, you got those big things right there. But if you get too many of them on a side, because it's always rotating, and if you get too much of a grab, you're going to fall down and you can hit those goals. I actually have a bigger problem than that with the Labyrinth, because these days, Labyrinth to me is really not that hard anymore. Fact is, it's now a breeze. The only problem I have with that now, it will still have with it, is kind of the boss fight. Now, when I first got to him, I actually beat him on my first try. I didn't hit him the 8 times that you have to in order to make him blow up, and I just got to the top, and that was it, my first try. Every boss took me, I think, 1 try, except for maybe the third boss. Yeah, the third boss, I think, is the only one that took me more than 1 try. which is kind of embarrassing, because a lot of people probably label that one the easiest boss fight in the game. But I remember whenever I got to that final stage, whenever it said Scrap Brain 3 and I was back in Labyrinth, I didn't know about the shortcut to the end, so I had to go the long way. Yeah, when you're on that sliding thing, if you actually get ahead of it, you can open up that switch. You can hit that switch to open up that thing, get down there and get to the springs. But when I first fought that thing, it was not hard to learn the pattern. Just stay over here, and those piston heads that rise up can't hit you. And I remember when I first saw Robotnik outside his thing at the end of Act 2 in Scrap Brain, I saw, like, he's a ball with arms and legs and a head. I didn't know about the whole issue with him being known as Dr. Eggman until Sonic Adventure came out. I was always confused what was the obsession with eggs until that I saw, oh, his design is that of an egg, but still, in Sonic the Hedgehog, I was like, he's a ball, not an egg. Oh, man. Now, the game, the instruction manual does not really tell you much of who these characters are and what's going on. It's just, crush Dr. Robotnik. Dr. Ivan Robotnik, the mad scientist, is snatching innocent animals and turning them into evil robots. Only the one tough dude can put an end to the minute scientist's fiendish scheme. It's Sonic, the real cool hedgehog with the spiked haircut and power sneakers that give him super speed. So at least it lets us know that it's his sneakers is what gives him his speed. Where he got his sneakers, I don't know. Helps Sonic fight hordes of metal maniacs and do the loop with a supersonic spin attack, speed down twisting tunnels, and swing over dangerous booby traps, leap across lava pits and dodge burning rocks, then splash through the chilling waters in the underground cavern, and if you're lucky, you can warp to the secret zone where you spin around in a floating maze. Your greatest challenge lurks in the secret lab where you come to face with Dr. Robotnik himself. Spin through space, loop till you're dizzy, save the animals, and become the superhero. Be Sonic, be Atomic. Now, the Japanese manual, I just found out yesterday, there's more information. It tells you where it takes place, the South Island. It tells you that Dr. Robotnik is invaded to get the 6 Chaos Emeralds, because there's only 6 in this one. The 7th one wasn't added to the second game. It also tells you that Sonic and Robotnik were already enemies. It also tells you the South Island, I think, is mobile, where it's floating around, kind of like what that woman thought dry land was in Waterworld. And, man, oh, man, I wish they would have put that information in there. That would have helped to make me understand more of the story. And since it does let us know that Sonic and Robotnik were already enemies before this game, maybe one day we'll get a prequel that actually tells how Sonic got the shoes and how Dr. Robotnik learned of the Chaos Emeralds. I would like to see Sonic Zero, Sonic the Hedgehog Zero. Hey, Resident Evil guy Zero. But man, the game's fun, the controls are good, but I will admit is going too fast in this game can get on your nerves because there are a lot of small platforms that you have to jump. Now, if you're an expert like all those speed runners on YouTube, it's no big deal, but for me, I usually have a habit of taking my time a bit. Oh boy. And I will admit, some of the enemies can get on my nerves. The caterpillars, those spike head guys that do this in the third area, those things with the spheres going around. Or should I say the sphere with the spikes going around. And let us not forget the most irritating thing of all, the water. Yeah. I remember, oh man, drowning was so horrifying. But, still, it still is a challenging game. The fact is, a lot of the retro games are still harder than these new games, because to me, like, the higher the graphics, the lower the difficulty. But, if you haven't played Sonic the Hedgehog, I recommend it. But you look for the Sega Genesis version if you can. I don't know how expensive they are, but I never had to get a new one because we've still got ours. Yeah. Yeah, I give it a 10 out of 10. And once again, the only biggest problem is the special stage, the third one. Oh, goodness. And, well, I guess next year for the 35th anniversary from Sonic the Hedgehog 2, that's what I'm going to be talking about for Christmas. Because that's how I got the second game. Third one was a Valentine's Day gift for my dad. He surprised me after school. and Sonic and Knuckles was a birthday gift. That came out the day before my birthday. Well, Sonic the Hedgehog, happy 35th anniversary, and keep giving us good games. And I hope that some of those games that you got that weren't that good get remakes where all the problems can be fixed. So I really would like to play a better version of Sonic 06 and Shadow the Hedgehog. But for the record, I actually did write Rise of Lyric. Yeah, you're probably going to be saying, say what, but I don't care.